Alright, well, we're looking here, lesson 9, and we're going to be looking at some decimals for the first time. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is just listen carefully and watch. So we've seen base 10 blocks before, and if you look here, you can see that there's three base 10 blocks there, and these basically are strips of 10. So there's 3 strips of 10. And it's telling us that we can use that as a model to represent 3/10. Well, how can that be? Well, basically what they're saying in this case then is if you have a whole flat block of 100, that would be 10 of those strips of 10. 10 times 10 is 100. So if you join together 10 of your base 10 block strips of 10, they're calling that one whole. So basically, it would be a flat block of strips, and there's 100 of them in there, and there's 10 strips of 10. Okay, so they're calling that represents one whole thing. Okay, so it represents 1 if you have 100 of those. So basically, if you've got 3 strips of 10, you've got 3/10 of 1. Does that make sense? I hope so. Hope you can visualize that. All right, so how do we create a decimal now? Okay, so any fraction can be written as a decimal. So we just have to be careful as we think about this. All right, so if we take a look, they're saying here 3/10 is the same as 0.3. 0.3 or 0.3. And some people just say 0.3. All right, there's a few different ways to say it. So what they're saying is that they are equal. So 0.3 can also be said the same as 0 and 3/10. Okay? 0.3, you could say it out loud, and you could say 0 and 3/10. Okay? Now I'm down here. Since 3/10 or 0.3 is less than 1, we write 0 before the decimal point to show that there is no whole number part. Okay, so that's what they're saying. If you go 0.3, we have to or should write the 0 to represent that it is less than 1. There is no whole number there. Okay, so 0.3 or 0 and 3/10. You could say it that way as well. Okay, so look down here. We're looking here at this chart. This is a chart representing ones in our place value system. Here's the decimal, and then here are the tenths. So 0 and 3/10. That's how you should say it. 0 and 3/10.